Welcome to Way to Commerce. Subscribe to Way to Commerce. Today we discuss about give you a system of for internal check for recording cash receipts and cash payments. So internal check recording cash receipts and cash payments. Our main objective is concept learning. That's why listen the entire class. Okay. Majority of the frauds arise in connection with cash. We know that majority of the frauds arise in connection with cash. Duties in respect of cash should be divided in such manner that there is a automatic check on the various functionaries connected with cash section. Okay. Automatic check on the various functionaries connected with cash section. We know the internal check introduction. Next, internal check as records cash receipts. So this is a rapid revision class. That's why we have to learn with speed. Internal check records cash receipts. Records cash receipts. The cashier not have access to the incoming mailbox. This is the first point. The cashier should not have access to the incoming mailbox. That means petty cash funds and other ledgers. Next, second point, that means he is not have access to incoming mailbox. His main duty is collecting the cash only. Next, second point, remittance should be opened by the cashier in the presence of a responsible person. All checks and bank drafts received marked as not negotiable or account pay only. So all checks and bank drafts received marked as not negotiable or account pay only. We know that not negotiable or account pay, that means credit to the bank only. Next, third point, all the receipts deposited end of the day or the next morning. This is the third point. All the receipts should be deposited at the end of the day or next morning. Next, fourth point, on receiving cash, acknowledged by issuing a printed receipt. So on receiving cash, acknowledged by issuing a printed receipt. So the printed receipt consecutively numbered. So on receiving cash, it should be acknowledged by issuing a printed receipt. The receipt should have a counterfoil. The receipt should be consecutively numbered. The receipt should be kept under lock and key. For better security of the cash receipts. Next, fifth point, cash registers should be used. They have to use cash registers for withdrawal, depositing of funds, etc. Expenditures, incomes. So they have to use cash register. Next, sixth point, the cashier should prepare the paying in slips. So entered by some other clerk, not by the cashier. They have to enter by the some other clerk, not the cashier. The cashier should prepare the paying in slips to be retained by the bank. However, the counterfoils of the paying in slip should be entered by some other clerk, not by the cashier. Next, seventh point, cash sales should be organized to reduce the chances of misappropriation to the minimum. So in cash sales, they made different type of frauds. That's why they have to reduce the chances of misappropriation to the minimum. Okay, next 8 point. As far as possible, the system of collection by travelers, the system of collection by travelers authorized to collect debts on behalf of the business. So they have to proper rules and regulations. They have to form proper rules and regulations. We know the system of collection of travelers. That means we appoint some persons for collection of debts. Okay, they have to collect the debts for on behalf of the entity. So we follow a one particular type of procedure for decreasing frauds and errors. Next 8 point. Bank reconciliation statement. We know the bank reconciliation statement and purpose of bank reconciliation statement. That's why it's made by a customer and someone else frequently. Next, internal check as regards cash payments. As far as possible, all payments made by checks authorized by a responsible person and signed by responsible persons. So these classes are recorded in phone, mobile phone. That's why focus only on concept. Don't feel as distraction. Next, first point, recording cash payments. As far as possible, all payments made by checks authorized by a responsible person. So all payments made by checks, use only checks made by a responsible person and signed by responsible persons. So and the checks are marked as account payee only before they are dispatched. So unused checkbooks should be kept under lock and key by a responsible person. So unused checks kept under a lock and key by a responsible person. This is the first point. Next, employees authorized to sign or countersign checks should not have any other duty connected with cash. That means they have only one duty, authorized to sign or countersign checks only. We appoint any other duty, they may involve in fraud. That's why provide only one duty. It will provide them with opportunity to influence entries in the ledgers. Next, third point, petty cash impress system. In following the petty cash, they have to follow impress system is the better. We know the impress system. It's covered in intermediate syllabus. Next, fourth point, there should be an efficient system of internal check as regards wages. So they may involve wages. Efficient system in regards wages. Because there are many frauds involved in wages, fake employees, etc. Next, vouchers should be numbered properly and filed in order. Numbered properly and filed in order. The cashier should not be asked to do this. Next, sixth point, there should be a proper internal check system of cash sales. Next, costing of cash book should be independently checked. Okay.